You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Ellsbury Democrat. Log on to www.ellsburydemocrat.com today.
Good evening, sports fans. So let's see here. Well, there's one problem. All right. How are we sounding now? We're not coming through at all. We're in here. That's what it should be. Up, that's down. That's down. There's that.
There you go. Now you're coming through.
There we go. All right. Problem solved. All right. Welcome to sectional basketball here, Indians fans. We're bringing you to the sectional game between District 5 champion Ellsbury Indians and District 6 champion Clopton Hawks.
We could have had this game, 15 minutes from Ellsbury or right in Ellsbury instead of have to come over with an animal.
That's the way things go. What we've got tonight is a gridiron civil war as the Indian Hawks are facing off against themselves.
Pretty much.
After last week's exciting districts events where the Indians ran a rough shot over the competition, including a dominating final win over McKinley High School to clinch district from the number 2 seed.
I don't know, that Barrett Academy game, that second game was a close one. I don't know if I call it a rough shot, but the championship game they definitely did.
Well, I'm just looking at it overall, and they won by an average of 14 points a game. Granted, one of them games was very close and kept it under 20.
Well, that's true. That's true. Very true.
Now, at the start of the year and even in between the year, one of these teams expected to be here and was playing like they should be here in Clopton. Ellsbury was coming off, going to have a sophomore-dominated team with a couple of senior leaders. Was sort of in a rebuilding phase, and they played like that throughout most of the year. Right at the very end, they hit a hot streak and things have come together, particularly with the play of Garrick Hill.
There's no doubt. Garrick has had a heck of a tournament, especially the first and third game. Played well in that second game, but not as well as he did the first two games. And I think his play, along with the play of Cale Mackey, a senior, Tyler Turnbull picked it up. O'Brien in that final game was
O'Brien and Taylor and
Derek, yes, no doubt about it.
I mean, all right, we're already about 6 deep in names we mentioned. It was a team effort.
It was a team effort. There's no doubt about that. They came out, played a McKinley team that really, I mean, they had a couple quality players, but they didn't really play well as a team.
Yeah. They had athletes, but not
right.
Yeah.
And that's something that this Ellsbury team hadn't done much. Early in the year, they played more individual, and it's like kind of started with that Silex game, well, even a few weeks before that, but especially that Silex game where they played just dominant basketball as a team. And I know Silex is a, one and whatever team or two and whatever.
They showed the team they could be.
Right, and they played so well together, and they came into that tournament. And I know, Coach Twellman had talked to you and also had talked to me, Bob, and said, that they really just started – working on how to play team basketball, and they have to do that to beat this Clopton team here tonight.
Well, Clopton, on the other hand, I mean, that team is stacked. I mean, they go 8 or 9 deep with play. I think they play 8 regularly, and sometimes go as far as 10 deep on the players who get substantial minutes.
They do, but they don't have one player that you could sit there and say, okay, that player's going to dominate.
No, they
play true team basketball, and they have all year. But you go back to look at that game they played against us, earlier in the season.
I believe they won by 18.
It was like 14, 18, something like that, and they really won that in the first half.
Yeah.
Ellsbury played horrible in the first half. Came back and played a much better second half, and if I'm not mistaken, almost either come close to beating them in points in the second half or was right there with them. So this Ellsbury team can win. You just got to know which team's going to show up each given night.
Now, Clopton came out of what may be one of the hardest districts I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I believe the 7th seed had 15 wins.
Yeah, that was a district that you had no idea. It was very similar to our district in a sense. You had no idea who was going to win, not in a good way for us, because we had a lot of teams in that district that were not very good. And you take a look at this Clopton team, they went through a very tough district.
I mean, I think they were the 4 seed.
Yeah, I believe so.
And I think they would play the 3-seed Louisiana in the finals. I mean, that's the kind of district it was.
They did. And that's the thing. I mean, when you're 1 and 2 seeds not even there at the end, that's pretty impressive.
Now,
and while Ellsbury was the number 2 seed and McKinley was the 1, and they played them, that
was going off record.
Right.
McKinley.
Right. It wasn't a district that you normally, you normally see in that.
I think if everybody had seen, so that district was spread out and not everybody had seen everybody, I think Ellsbury probably should have been the 1 seed in that district.
Probably.
I mean, the record didn't show it, but.
Probably. I would agree with you there.
I think throughout the year we played the district. We played basically all the teams in the district from hell that Clopton came out of, and that knocked our record down, whereas McKinley obviously did not.
Right. No doubt about that.
Getting ready for some introductions here. We'll get the starting lineups for you, and I'll imagine the national anthem will be coming up.
I believe they'll probably do that first.
You know, Mike, we might as well introduce ourselves. We babbled on for 6 minutes. We haven't done that yet. Well, this is Bob Gray. Yep, here we come with the national anthem, so forget that. Okay, we're back. This is Bob Gray. I'm joined by Mike Short, whose middle name should be Isn't. Old joke, still use it. All right. Clopton will be the visitors tonight. I guess it's. All right, number 15, Landon Hall's the starter. Number 20, Kevin Hammett. Number 24, Mark Frank. Number 35, Colin Logan. I'm going to guess number 40, Stephen Talbert.
It is, and they are senior laden there on that team.
Every single one of them's an Indian Hawk.
Yeah.
And now let me introduce you to the starters for the Ellsbury Indians tonight.
Starters for your Indians tonight. Number 10, the baby bull, TT Tyler Turnbull.
All-conference member.
Number 12, D Swift, Derek Taylor. He's an Indian Hawk. Number 22, the Irishman, Justin O'Brien. Number 44, the Mountain Man, probably most outstanding player from the district tournament, Garrick Hill.
And he was named all-district as well as all-conference, Garrick was, and Tyler was all-conference.
And the final starter for the Indian Hawks, the tall tree, Trevor Anthony. Indian Hawks are in the customary pregame huddle. Clopton looks like they're setting up for a defensive jump. To say these two teams know each other is an understatement.
Yeah, I would say so.
Here's one of the funny things I thought about tonight. You're going to see Anthony jumping against Talbert. During the football season, Anthony, an all-district tackle, guards Talbert, the quarterback.
Protects him, yeah.
Tonight he's going to guard Talbert.
Yeah.
Here we go for sectional basketball state playoffs. There's the jump. And Kong swats it back to Turnbull, and the Indians have the ball to start off. Tyler brings it, looks like man-to-man here. Hammock guarding O'Brien, gets the ball to Hill at the high post. He drives in. Frank undercuts him. Shot goes up, no good. Rebound, Talbert. Clopton quickly gets the ball down the court. Kicked off. Who's that, Hall? Yeah, Hall has it. Over to Hammett. Looks like Clopton's all got the headband routine going.
Throwback to the 1970s.
Yep. Frank over the Talbot baseline in the Hall, short corner, up and around the Hammett near side baseline. Shot no good. Rebound, Talbot. Kicks it out to Frank. In the Lockard inside. He doesn't want any of that. Kicks it back out. Frank, ball tip. Talbot gains control of it. Hall has the ball, dribbles around. Indians staying in a packed zone.
Now, is Hall an Indian Hawk as well?
I don't remember him as much.
I don't remember that.
He might not have been. Stolen by O'Brien. Indians are on the break. Nice pass to Anthony. Lays it in, and he's fouled! And Anthony's got a determination on his face.
That beautiful pass there by O'Brien. Anthony running down the floor, catches it, puts it up and in and gets the foul.
Who do they call it on? I can't see. 35. They call it on Lockard.
35, yeah. Yeah, everything's up above us. We're not used to this.
Yeah. I'm looking to the side. Don't see it. A little short, a little nervous on that. You can see that.
Yeah.
No, we're still on national anthem. That's why we're sounding so loud. Now we won't blare you out. Clopton working the ball around, trailing 2-0, a minute and a half into the game. Frank has it, kicks it over to Hammett. Baseline to Hall. Swinging the ball around. Gets to Hall, short corner, up over Anthony, no good. Rebound by Trevor. Kicks it at O'Brien, and the Indians are on the break again. Stop, pop. Off glass, no good. Tip by Anthony, he gets the rebound. Pulls it away with it. Trevor Anthony's playing possessed. And the Indians reset. O'Brien now guarded by Frank. Gets it to Garrick. Drive. Shot. Short. Hill with the rebound and the bucket! And the Indians height are proving too difficult for the Hawks to manage right now.
You will do that all night. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Hill, a heck of a job there on the rebound.
It took me
to missed shot by O'Brien.
Took me to January to quit calling the Indians the Indian Hawks. Now that we got the Indian Hawks out there.
Right.
Hall has the ball near side. Up top the Hammett. Clopton pulling out, trying to reset. They're going with the 1-3-1 look against our zone. Hall skips it around the Hammett. Here comes the runner on the baseline. Talbert. Gets it back. Hammett for three.
It's
offline. No good. Good box out by the Indians. Looking to break on each rebound. There's the lob down the hill.
Oh.
What are they going to call?
Charge.
Oh! Good acting there by Colin Lockard. Garrick Hill gets called with the foul. His first. Mike Kelly comes in for Trevor Anthony.
I don't know. I think the violence of how that looked made it much worse than what it actually was.
Well, Lockard flopped out of bounds.
Hammett got rid of that one.
Lockard flopped, and Hill did drop his shoulder.
Yes, he did. Bad pass there to Hammett. He couldn't hold on to it. Almost
Clopton
catches.
employing a 1-2. Looks like I'm trying to get a half-court trap here. Twelman has it now. Indians pull out, let their offense set. Clopton looks like they've settled into a zone now. It looks like a 3-2 or a 1-2-2. It's a 3-2. They're going flat. Turnbull, wanted to shoot it, doesn't have it. Down to Taylor. Taylor lobs up to O'Brien. O'Brien skip pass from Kelly. Turnover. Clopton ball, 4:21 to go here in the first. Here comes the deuce. Number 2, Nathan Reed. Hammett bringing the ball up the court. Gets it to Frank. Frank over the Hall. Hall goes right into the lane. Meets Hill. Bad shot put up. Oh, finally! I've seen that all year. No one's called it. Finally, someone called it when it hit the top
wire. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hit the wire over the top of the.
Aaron shot by
basket.
Hill. Good defense there by Hill.
Yeah, Hills just stood his ground.
Reed sees the split. Oh, stolen by Lockard. He drives in, splits the defense.
Charge
Yes!
that call.
Charge called back. That's 2 on Lockard. Good job there by Hill to stand his ground. Here comes Graham and number 22, Coots.
And Anthony's coming back in
Gosh,
as well.
Coots looks a lot different without his pads on. He looks a lot smaller out of pads. Here's the pass. Graham is a fast little sucker. He's the wide receiver for the Indian Hawks. Turnbull driving over. Paul works around. Reed has it. Fires the pass over the head. Spin move. Good.
What a beautiful move by Garrick Hill. Spin, puts it up and in.
Lets the
I tell you.
defense fly by. Pirouettes he did.
Yes, yes.
He's
I didn't
the
know he was a ballerina.
He's the untiny dancer.
Yeah.
Almost
That's an
stolen.
understatement.
Almost stolen by Reed. Frank has the Indians out to a 6-0 lead. Graham at the top of the key, dribbles over, gives it to Frank, near side, bounce pass in Kuntz at the post, feeds Graham underneath. Too many trees for Graham to get a shot. They work the ball out
Boy.
around again.
Heck of a
Indians
job defensively, Bob.
We are just crowding the lane. We're just saying, you
There
got
it is,
stolen by
Stone.
Taylor. We are saying they have to shoot outside and climb the nice step through. Shot no good. Rebound Anthony puts it in again. Timeout Clopton. It's 8-0 Indians. We'll be back right after these messages. We're on a roll.
Since 1995, Heartland Restoration has specialized in all types of masonry repairs, concrete restoration, above and below grade waterproofing, snow removal, epoxy joint repair or replacement, and all types of floor coatings. Our mission is to serve you with over 35 years of experience, someone you can trust to do the job right the first time. If you have a project, big or small, please give us a call. Heartland Restoration, 314-993-6377.
And we're back. Right now, Clopton has no answers for the everybody in the lane pack zone. They're not hitting outside, and they can't get anything inside. And when they do work it inside, we're too tall. And Trevor Anthony is playing possessed right now. Him and Garrick Hill's doing what he's been doing, and Anthony's just been a monster. They can't control him on the boards. Graham has the ball now, gets the Hall, swings around the Frank. Frank up top to Graham. Graham over to Hall. Hall bounced to the short corner to Kuntz. Tries to bounce it through the Graham. Graham puts up a shot. No good. Rebound by Trevor. He gets it out to O'Brien, and the Indians are trying to break again. He pulls it out, and they go into the half court. I mean, those are the shots Clopton has taken. That was just sort of thrown up there by Graham. Hill has the ball closely guarded. Got to get something with it. Gets it to Reed. Reed takes a three. Oh, that would have been clutch. Rebound there by Hall. Drives in, shot no good. And O'Brien's fouled on the rebound, not called.
Anthony with a huge block on the other end. I don't know if he got a full piece of it or just redirected the shot.
I think he just redirected. I didn't think he got any. I think he was just tall. Hill drives baseline, runs into the corner. They're going to call the block on Talbot. All right. Let's get the war chant started. The Indians are on the attack. Bodecker and Kelly check in for Hill and Taylor.
Turnbull also comes back in, and Reed takes a seat.
Use the outlet. There it is.
Good job there by O'Brien.
Yep. Realizing the clock in his head. Watch the hand checking. Hall's got him all over Bodecker. Kelly has it up top. Drives in, gets it over to Bodecker for three.
Oh, it's good.
Nails it! Stewie Bodecker hits a three. It's now 11-0 Indians. A minute to go here in the first. Hall to Graham. Down to Coots. Coots kicks it out to Frank. Frank drives in, stop, pop. It's partially blocked by Anthony. Talbert gets the rebound, and they finally get on the board.
With what a minute less than a minute to go in the first quarter, and they finally get on the board.
I was hoping for the psychological advantage of shutting it completely out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a travel. Yeah. O'Brien took too many there on the jump stop. That was a travel. Turnover there for the Indians. It's 11-2. Graham has the ball. 44 seconds to go in the quarter. Frank over the Hall. Down to Graham again, near side. Indians staying packed. Hall has it. We're just daring Club to go ahead and shoot the three.
Yeah, they're not letting the Hawks get anywhere near
No.
inside. Only reason they got that was a rebound.
Frank over to Graham. Graham for three.
That's off.
Offline.
That's out of bounds off of.
Talbot pokes it out of bounds.
off of
Indians
Talbot.
ball. I'll tell you what, Talbert's working hard in there. He's got his hands on a couple of balls, even though he's outnumbered 5-1. Good job there by Kelly and Bodecker giving the break. Hill and Taylor return. Oh, look down the floor. O'Brien gets it across the timeline, gets it to Turnbull. Turnbull back out to O'Brien, 10 seconds. To Turnbull. 7, 5, skip to Taylor. 3, 2, O'Brien heaves! Oh, just short. Excellent quarter for the Indians. We're up 11-2. We'll be back right after these messages. Go Indians!
People's Bank and Trust. New technology improves our lives. We all know that. But when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronic fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right in your home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right, we're back.
Well, needless to say, Bob, that was an interesting first quarter.
Defensively, we're up 11-2. We really didn't play that good of offense.
No.
We've gotten 6 of our points off putbacks.
Defensively, though,
We have completely shut down Clopton. They are at a loss for how to penetrate we are literally playing all 5 guys in the lane zone. It's a 2-3, but there's all 5 guys at least 1 foot in the lane zone. Graham gets the ball to inbound. On the floor for Clopton right now is Hall, 15, Graham, 33, 24, Frank, 22, Kuntz, and 40, Talbert. For the Indians right now, it's your starters. That's 10, Turnbull, 22, O'Brien, 44, Hill, 54, Taylor, 54, Anthony, and 12, Taylor. Frank has the ball, kicks it over to Graham, down to, who's that, Hall? Hall has it now, gives it back up to Graham, and then Clopton resets their offense. Frank has it, nothing down low. Down the Hall, back up top to Graham. The Indians are just shifting within. Graham takes the 3. It's offline rebound. Turnbull gets the ball to Hill, and the Indians are on the break. Over to Taylor. Taylor takes the shot.
oh!
Dave Swift is feeling it. It's now 14-2.
Well, I tell you, if Taylor can hit those shots outside.
Frank to Graham. I'm just stunned that Clopton has not been able to solve this attack, this defense. Coots, shot up. It's wild. Hill tip, fights for it.
That's
that's
going to call for a foul. Hill's going to get caught on the floor on that
That's
one.
the second one. That's an important one. Jerkowski's coming out. Quick shot by Hall. Nails it 3. It's now 14-5. Clopton needed that in the worst way. There's the trap. Foul reaching called good. About time. They've been having their hands on him all game. You knew that half-court trap's coming as soon as we cross.
Yep. And Justin knew it was coming too,
Yep.
but he had to come across.
There it is. Oh, there's Jurkowski.
There it is, yep.
Yep. Back to Taylor. The Turnbull. Looks like we're going to stall a little bit here with Hill out of the game. O'Brien has it to Anthony high post. He dribbles around, gets it off the Turnbull. Nice move. Skip pass over to O'Brien. Reset to the Indians do. No shot clock in high school. We can take all the time we want. Clopton wants to pack it in. We'll hold it. Drive by Anthony. Off the glove. Doesn't go. Tips the ball away. Tried to save by Taylor. Off him. Ah. Oh, that needed to go in. Here comes the salad shooter, Cale Mackey. Give O'Brien a break. Hammett bringing the ball down the court. Over the Frank. Frank drives in, stops on the free throw line. Shot offline, rebound, Talbert. Up. They're going to call it on Jurkowski, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so.
They're going to call it on the shot. Shooting
Yeah,
two.
it's going to be shooting two.
I didn't know if he called the body bump on the floor before the shot got up or not. First foul on Jurkowski. I got to tell you, Stephen Talbert isn't here. They're done. He is holding Clopton in the game by himself almost at this point. He makes both of them. Turnbull has it, gets it over to Mackey, back to Turnbull. Over to Mackey. Turnbull, Taylor. Swinging the ball around. Ah! Kicked out by Hammett. Indians ball keep possession. 5:14 to go in the first. We're up 14-7. Inbound to Turnbull. He's going to let the offense set up. Tries to drive left side, nothing there. Kicks out to Jurkowski on the wing. Jurkowski up top to Taylor at the key. Over to Mackey near side here. Mackey goes into the lane. Shot! And it rolls in! Nice drive there by Cale. Frank has the ball. Indians up by 9 now.
Cale was quick on that first step, Bob.
Yes, he was. Bounce pass through the lane there by Talbot.
That's
out
over. That's off.
Hammett. Shot, rebound by
Dante Talbot, like you said, is holding this Clopton team
in the game. Yeah. He's got 6 of their 9, and he's keeping us from steamrolling on the boards. Halfway through the fourth, halfway through the second.
I was going
It's
to say, we're in the fourth already?
I wish. We're up by 7. Jurkowski has it short corner, back out to Taylor. Over to Mackey. Spins. Nothing there. Fires down to Taylor. Takes a shot. Offline, no good. Out of bounds. Hammett bringing the ball down the court for the Hawks. Gets it over to Frank. Frank the Hall, back to Frank. Over to Hammett, near side, feeds Kuntz in the post. Back out to Hammett, to Frank. Shot no good, rebound by Taylor. And Jurkowski gets it across the timeline, then the Indians set up their offense. Skip past the Mackey. Over to Jurkowski. To Taylor. You can know the Indians' offense is slowed down without Hill out there to cause things inside. Drive there by Turnbull. Bull crap.
Oh, they're calling a charge.
Yeah, they did. Reed and O'Brien checking in. That was a bad call.
Yeah, total flop.
Not only total flop, the defender initiated the contact. Hammett brings the ball down across the timeline, gets it to Hall. Hall back out to Hammett, swinging around the perimeter. Graham has it now. Back to Hall on the baseline. Feeds it into Lockard. Lockard has 2 fouls on him. Out to Hammett. Takes a deep 3. Offline, no good. Rebound by Hall. Well, we can't give up that rebound. Clopton is clawed within 5. Reed has it now. Skips it out to Taylor.
Oh,
Gonna call the travel.
Travel.
Yep. You know what Coach Twellman is thinking. At what point do I stick Garrett Kill in the game with 2 fouls? We have a 5-point lead now. Hammett bringing the ball down the court. Over to Graham. Clopton still being stuck on the perimeter. There they get a pass into Lockard. Going to be a reach-in foul called on Turnbull. That's 2 on him. All right, now I'm biased on this, but it seems like they're really quick to call the fouls on us on defense, and Clopton gets their hands all over us. Hall has it, gets it over to Lockard, back to Hammett. To Graham. Graham shoots a quick 3. Nails it. It's within 2. Timeout by Coach Twellman. We need it. We'll take a break with him. He's taking a 30. This is Indian Sports Network.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay. Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
And we're back. Mike, impressions of the game.
Tale of 2 quarters.
Yeah.
Clopton could do nothing early on. They've hit a few outside shots. I think, like you said, having Hill out of the game has not been very good. They need to get him back in, but I don't know if you put him back in until the second half, to be honest with you.
I think you leave him out as long as you got the lead. We still have the lead, even though it's only 2.
Yeah, but it's only a 2-point lead. But they're a little dysfunctional down there offensively with not having him in there.
Saved there by Reed.
Well, Reed did a heck of a job saving that one. He had no idea who it was going to go to. Luckily, it ended up in the hands of Stevie Bodecker. Nathan drives.
Nice drive by
puts it
Reed.
up.
Shot no good. Bodecker tip. Going to be out on him. Indians need to sag back on their defense. Need to rebound hard now.
And that's the other thing. They've not, not having Hill in there has also hurt them on defense.
On the weak side rebound.
Yep.
There's the charge.
that's a charge.
That is a charge. Yeah. And they've called 4 charges now. That is the most chargy of all the charges.
Yeah. That was the the most chargy of all the charges. Yeah.
Yes.
That was definitely a charge. There's no
Now,
doubt about it.
Size-wise,
They need a towel.
that was about the biggest. That's the biggest mismatch you're going to get.
Yeah, Jamon Graham on Trevor Anthony. He's
yes.
a little.
You're not, but Jamin came in there out of control.
Yeah.
Now, granted, when he jumped and leaped, he only reached Anthony's numbers.
but it was the most chargy charge.
Yes, the chargiest of all the charges.
The chargiest of all. You know what? That's a heck of a line.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure Craig Sager would use that line.
Bodecker has it, gets it to Anthony. Across the timeline we go. We got a minute left.
Had to wait a little bit on Taylor to get across there. They're going to hold the ball, maybe play. You can't play for a last shot here, I don't think.
You can if they're going to sag in zone.
If they're going to let you, yeah, you can. But I don't know.
If they're going to sag in zone, you can get a last shot.
I can't believe
easy
Clopton would allow it. But I guess they are.
Yeah, they're going to sag in zone. Well, Clopton's got a couple guys in foul trouble as well.
They do. Oh, almost a steal
stolen
there
by Hammett. And Reed,
and
that's 2 on
with the reach
Talbot.
on.
No, that's 1 on Talbot. They called the other one. I'm looking at Lockard's. That is 2 on Talbot.
Yes.
All right.
Next foul against Clopton will put him in the
bonus.
That's correct. You just going to finish off what I say, huh?
Quick
Three
shot
ball.
by Reed.
Reed,
There's a
good.
big one. The Deuce with the 3. It's a 5-point lead again for the Indians. Under 30 to go now. Hall has the ball. He's had a nice half for the Hawks. Over to Hammett. Hammett, deep 3 from the volleyball line. No good.
Oh, that's going to be a foul.
Yeah,
Who
let's
was
see
that
on
on
Lockard.
35?
It's
yeah,
either Lockard or Talbot. He's pointing at Talbot.
No, he's 35.
Okay.
Yeah, 35.
Okay, that's 3 on one. It's 3 on one of them.
And
Now
that will,
send Trevor to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. That's 3 on Lockard.
that's big.
Yeah. Without that, they're down to one big guy. Well,
Yeah.
they got Dylan Butler on the bench, but I don't think he plays that much. He's 6'5". Anthony offline, rebound by Hall.
14 seconds to go before the end of the half here.
10, Graham gets across the timeline, gets to the Hammett, back to Graham. They're going to try to get Hall a shot. Graham drives in, tip.
Oh,
Taylor
I
intercept,
don't know
ball's
who got
out of
it.
bounds.
They're saying off
Clopped
of
the
Ellsbury.
ball.
Clopped the ball with 1.5 seconds to go here in this second quarter.
Good quick hands there by Taylor, 1.5. Here comes Gooch. Gooch is going to get somebody out so they don't foul. Gooch gets Reed out. Gooch is in there to prevent the tip, the putback.
Yep.
There's no one on Clopton who knows who's going to go up against Gooch. They know better than that. Deep 3 by Talbot. Oh, it goes in.
Oh.
It's a 2-point game now. At the half, Ellsbury 19, Clopton 17. Talbot just hits a deep 3 that pinballed around the rim and the backboard for about 4 seconds. We'll be back for second half after these commercials. This is the Indian Sports Network.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare Missouri's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world. But here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about. We all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking, for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Ooh, hey, hon, what are you doing up so early?
Oh, I'm just getting ready to take care of some stuff with the bank.
The bank? I surely hope you're going to get dressed first. You'd get some pretty weird luck showing up in your robe and fuzzy slippers.
I'm not going to the bank. I'm doing it all right here from home using People's Bank and Trust online banking and bill pay service. I can check our account balances, transfer money, make a loan payment, and even pay bills, all from the comfort of my pajamas. Best of all, it's free.
Banking in your pajamas. Now, if we could only get the grocery store to deliver.
Start banking online today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Ellsbury Democrat. Log on to www.ellsburydemocrat.com today.
Our hometown sports, a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
People's Bank and Trust invites everyone to come to the game. The high school sports games that are going on right now. All area teams have put a great amount of effort and time in to perfect their skills, and they are ready to play. Support the community schools and students by cheering them on to a great season of games. People's Bank and Trust proudly supports the area teams and looks forward to seeing you at each and every game.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we can teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Ellsbury Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We take the time to know you and your healthcare needs. Most prescriptions are filled in 15 minutes or less, and we offer free local delivery and a friendly and knowledgeable staff to answer your questions. Better service, better value, better healthcare. Locally owned and operated and proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Ellsbury and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
All right. Well, Mike, it is 19-17. Indians are in the lead over the Hawks. The Hawks have been held into the game by chicken wire, glue, and Stephen Talbert. The Indians have a total team effort here as no one has more than 4 points.
How many Talbot got total for the game so
9.
far? 9?
9 points and
with a
7
crazy
rebounds.
three-pointer at the end of that half.
9 points and 7 rebounds, and he's been the best player on the floor tonight, but, I mean, Hill only lasted 4 minutes before he got 2 fouls and then sat for the rest of the half.
Right.
Which means he could be fresh, he could be cold. That'll probably determine the second half. It's a close ball game. Brilliant game plan by Coach Twellman to just pack it in, and it's like, okay, Clopton, beat us with threes. That's basically been their game plan.
Pretty much.
Yeah, like, all right, you're getting no twos, beat us with threes, and it's worked so far.
And as we come out into the second half, it will be Ellsbury basketball.
We have our starters back on the floor. That's Turnbull, O'Brien, Hill, Anthony, and Taylor. Clopton looks like they have their starters on the floor as well.
They've got Gramont out there. I don't think Gramont started, did he?
Off the top of the backboard.
But twice in.
Graham?
Yeah, I don't think Graham started, did he?
No, Graham didn't start.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. He didn't. Missed shot. Clopton has the ball now. Graham over to Hammett. Graham started most of the year, so I just said it.
Was it Lockers who's not in there?
Yeah, Locker's got 3 fouls. Talbert has the ball. Show, nice little fake. Drills it, and Clopton has the first lead. Let's see what the Indians do here down. Hill has it. Oh, if we get the ball to Anthony, see if we can get Talbot 3 fouls. There it is. Drops it off for Taylor. Shots up. Nice. Back on top, the Indians go.
Good vision there by Trevor. Nice put in by
that's
Taylor.
What, if they had the hockey second assist, Turnbull would have gotten one on that one. Kicked out by Turnbull. Hawks inbound underneath their own basket. Frank gets it out the hall. Over the Hammett. Hammett swings it around. Frank has it. Into Talbert. Out to Frank. Frank looks, doesn't like it. Kicks it in the hall at the high post. Out to Hammett. Deep 3 for Hammett. Off the front of the iron. Rebound Graham.
That long rebound, and Graham just come flashing across the lane
there. Ooh, that's travel. Yes, it is. Called it. We got packed too tight in there for as long of a shot that was. Anthony gets it across the timeline, back to Turnbull. Oh, he looked like
Tyler
he
wanted to shoot it.
Yeah. Anthony high post, out to Turnbull.
That hesitation by Tyler.
Oh, O'Brien loses the ball going through the lane. Talbert picks up the loose handle. Gets it to Graham. They work the ball down. Hammett has it now. Far side over the Graham at the top. He's bringing it near to you. Now taking it away. Back over to Hammett. Drops it down. That's Frank on the baseline. Out to Graham. Drives in over to Hammett. That's Frank again on the baseline. to Graham. Graham looks, doesn't like the shot. Indians been into 2-3 all game long. Kicked out by O'Brien.
Kick save and a beauty.
5:16 to go in the third. We're up 1, 21-20. Hall gets it underneath the basket, up over the trees and in. And the Hawks go back on top, 22-21. Turnbull has it. Gets it to O'Brien, back to Turnbull. We're working the ball up front. Turnbull is wanting to shoot a three, you can see it. Almost stripped by Talbert. Hill bounce pass into Taylor. He loses the handle on it. Spins. Draws the foul! That's going to be on Hall. That should be his first. And the bucket's going to count. Ooh, it's Hall's second. Sub in. Bodecker checking in for O'Brien. Taylor to complete the conventional three-point play. N.D. Swift nails it. He's got all 5 of the Indians' points here in the third quarter. Graham has it, kicks it over to Hammett. Tries to fire a pass in, tipped out by Anthony. Talbert recovers it.
Boy, Talbert's in the right place at the right time all the time, isn't he?
Graham blocked by Anthony. Gets the rebound. Lob to Taylor. Oh, lost the handle to Hall. Hall quickly down the court.
Bob, not a smart pass there by Garrick. He should have never thrown that one.
Hammett bringing the ball out. Sutherland Clopton down halfway through the third. Indians up 24-22. Frank shot fake. Gets to the Graham. He takes the three. Short. Rebound by Anthony. Turnbull gets it across the timeline, gets a screen there set by Anthony over the Bodecker for three. Oh, rebound Hill. Drives in. Oh, can't get it to finish. Ball's tipped out. Bodecker gets it. Survives Taylor's butt falling on him. Drive, shot, no good. Ball tipped. Frank comes away with it, hits a 1-on-2. Step through, no good. No over the back called. Talbot puts it up. Rebound, Bodecker. Oh! Hammett comes away with it. Fires a three. It's offline. Hill finally corrals it. Poked out by Graham.
Well, that was just a mess.
I could see Twellman's lips on that one. You call foul on us on plays like that. That's what he's telling the refs. Either call the foul on Clopton or let us get away with the same thing. Turnbull gets the ball to Bodecker, back over to Turnbull. The Bodecker, the Turnbull, to Reed. Three, offline. Hammett corrals the rebound. Gets it across the timeline. Frank in the locker. He's traveled. Yep. 24-22 still. 2:25 to go in the third. You can see the intensity starting to pick up on the players. Turnbull gets it across midcourt. Clopton has gone man to man. Reed drives in. He's going to get a blocking foul called on Frank. Good drive there for Nathan. Frank's wondering what he did wrong. It's like you had your hands on him. Here's the inbound. Reed to trigger it. Out the hill, baseline. He's driving on Lockhart. Spins. Shots up. Block called on Talbert. That's three on him.
Three on Talbert.
We're getting the important guys in foul trouble. That'll send Hill to the line to shoot 2. 2:07 to go here in the third. Taylor to check back in for the Indians. So is Kelly. And the G-Man hits the first. It looks like Bodecker's gonna run the point. We're getting Turnbull a little bit of break here.
Also gave
It might be
Anthony a
Reed.
break.
Yeah. Hill hits them both. 26-22. Indians get a 4-point lead, their biggest of this half. Hall has it. Over to Frank. Frank, deep 3 from the weak side, nails it. It's now a 1-point ball game again. Hill has the ball, gets it off the Reed. Nathan looking, back out to Hill. Over to Bodecker, swings around Kelly. Kelly wants to drive right, has nothing, gets it out to Reed. He takes a guarded 3, way offline. And Hall lays it in, and the Hawks are back on top. Clopton is still in man-to-man. Here's the ball screen. Bodecker drops it off for Reed. He drives. Bounce pass out to Kelly. He's driving in. Kicks it out to Bodecker. He takes a 3. Offline. No one there to rebound but Frank. Hall has it.
Travel
called on Landon Hall. 40.4 to go here. He's getting the senior guards back out there, and he's getting Anthony back out there. O'Brien and Turnbull check in, as does Anthony. Reed, Bodecker, and Kelly check out. 40.4 to go in the quarter. We're down 1. Almost a miscommunication there. Quick hands by Hill, saves him.
He called timeout. There you go.
Timeout called by Twelman. He wants a 30. We'll take it with him. Good call there, Mike.
If he wasn't going to do it, I was.
We'll be back after these messages. This is the Indian Sports Network.
Since 1995, Heartland Restoration has specialized in all types of masonry repairs, concrete restoration, above and below grade waterproofing, snow removal, epoxy joint repair or replacement, and all types of floor coatings. Our mission is to serve you with over 35 years of experience, someone you can trust to do the job right the first time. If you have a project, big or small, please give us a call. Heartland Restoration, 314-993-6377.
And we're back. It's 26-27. The Hawks are on top by 1. 22.1 seconds to go in that quarter. Inbound to Turnbull. He gets it across the half-court line. He's guarded closely by Frank. Clopton has gone man. Step through drive. Drops it off. Hits the backboard. Hall covers it. 10 seconds left. Graham gets it 8. They're going to try to get a shot here. 7, 6. Graham's going to take it. 5. No, gets off to Frank. He takes a 3. That's
goal, Jimmy.
Yeah. He called it. Shot wasn't going to count. Referee is on top of it. Nothing was going to count. And the quarter ends. Clopton on top, 26-27. We got one more to go after these breaks.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that. But when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Well, Mike,
Yes, Bob.
We've got about as good of a game as you can ask for competitiveness-wise. It's 26-27. Hawks are in the lead. Indians are fighting hard in every step method you can imagine. Good quarter there by Taylor. Our bigs are coming up all right. It's time for our senior guards to step up. Every cliche you can think of needs to be pulled out of the hat right now. We need Dan Fouts to say he isn't holding anything back. Frank over to Graham. Graham doesn't want to drive in. Over the Hall. Clopton has only played 7 guys this game. Lockard over the Hall. To Graham for 3. Off the back of the iron. Doesn't roll in. Rebound Turnbull. Turnbull's fouled by Lockard, not called.
Twice he was fouled, actually.
Clopton's gotten away with that kind of on the ball pushing all game long.
Oh,
For Hill.
can't make that.
Yeah, that's got to be more forceful.
Yeah.
You can't just let it up there. That Clopton's too athletic. Graham tipped that ball away. Law splits the block and lays it in. Clopton's now up by 3.
Their biggest lead of this ball game, I believe.
Yes, it is. Turnbull gets it to Taylor. Back to Turnbull.
Now let's see if the Ellsbury can answer. They've answered all night long.
Gets to Hill. Oh, O'Brien wide open. He's fouled. Gets his rebound. Shots again. Puts it in.
Jeez.
Apparently, Ellsbury cannot have a foul called for a Clopton.
They can't buy a foul right now.
He had his hand slapped. Well, we're within 1.
3-0 on the fouls. 3 against Ellsbury.
3 against Clopton.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, 3 against. Yeah, that's right. We're home team. I still can't get over the fact that we're home team.
Well, that's just from which district he came from. Stolen by Hill. He's fouled again from the Clopton is reaching over and slapping us every time we gather possession of the ball. O'Brien has it. Screen set. Gets it to Taylor. Over the Hill. Hill drives in on Lockard. He's fouled.
Oh.
Blocking called. Is that on Talbert? No, it's going to be on
I think
Frank.
it's on 24, Frank.
That's on Mark Frank. That'll be his second. Because he wasn't looking at Lockard. Heck, Talbert's not in the game. I didn't even notice that.
No, he's not.
Hill will go to the line to shoot 2. Big man makes the first. Tied ball game.
Has he not? He's made all of his free throws so far tonight.
He's 3 for 3 from the line.
That's what I thought. Maybe I shouldn't have said it till after this one goes in.
Well, we at least tied it up before you opened your big fat mouth.
That's true. And this will be the last game you'll see Bob Gray at calling.
And Garrick Hill overcomes the announcer jinx. Apparently I'm retiring.
Oh, I don't know about retiring.
Well, I'm being forced to retire.
There you go.
According to you, Mike. Hall for 3, offline. How did Lockard get in there? And he puts it back in. That's Lockard's first bucket of the game.
You cannot allow those rebounds. Not when you got Hill and Anthony both in the ball game.
Turnbull has it. Gets it to Taylor.
Clopton's done a good job picking up their defense here, though. They're really just all over Ellsbury.
Charge.
Oh, that's a bucket!
Oh my goodness, he didn't call a charge.
The foul was on 22. That's
Coots. That's his
Coots.
first.
Wow, what a job by Taylor. Here comes
Talbot
back
and
in.
Hammett.
Hammett back in.
Coots coming out. Graham coming out. Shot by Taylor's had a whale of a second half. He's got 10 in the game, 7 in the second half. He'll go for the conventional 3-point play. Cool as ice. D. Swift sinks it. Ellsbury back up by 2, 5 to go.
That's something you could say all year long for Swift. He has just been Mr. Consistent all season. You know what you're going to get game in, game out with Derek.
We got
Oh, you can't let it. Just don't step back, Trevor.
Frank with the 2 ties it up. That's the first time we weren't in 2-3 there. You don't see that?
Yeah, I don't think they set up defensive wise. Trevor kind of stepped back. I don't think he knew where he was supposed to be.
Hill with the baseline drive, kicks it out for Taylor. He drives in, tries to force contact.
Oh!
And the shot falls.
Wow, what a bucket by Taylor.
LeBron-esque.
Yeah. The old Chuck and Duck there type thing.
I think we're in man. No, we're not. We're in some kind of one. I don't know what we're doing, but we need to stop it.
I don't know, and I'll tell you what, Twelman doesn't really know what they're doing either. He just kind of walked away and shook his head.
Are we trying to play a triangle in 2?
Well, I'm not sure why you switch your defense up now.
I don't know either. Hill over the Turnbull for 3. Oh, just a little short rebound, Talbert. Quickly down the locker. Foul going to be on Hill. That's his 3rd. It's the 4th quarter. Not big of a deal.
Now with 3:43 left, you keep the big man in there.
Yep. That'll send Locker to the line to shoot 2 to give the Hawks the lead, though.
I'll tell you what a ball game here this evening.
I am baffled we're switching up our defense.
I don't understand why they're changing the defense up.
Missed shot, rebound by Anthony. They got to call the foul. Locker just raked him across the face after the rebound. Hill fouled by Talbot, not called.
It's every time we get a rebound down here, whether it be Turnbull, whether it be O'Brien, just there with
Anthony's
Trevor.
got a red mark on his face where he got raked across by Lockard after the rebound. Anthony's in double-digit boards right now, though. Taylor has it. Gets it out to Turnbull. We're tied up at 35, 3.5 to go. O'Brien. To Hill. Up top to Anthony. Gets it to Turnbull. He traveled.
Shh. Quiet.
O'Brien to Taylor. Drives in. And
they're going to call the charge.
Trap.
They're calling the charge.
That's bad. Well, those of you listening know my feelings on the call. Taylor called with his first foul on the charge. We're at 3-minute mark, tied up at 35. We've gone back to the 2-3. Thank God. Frank for 3.
Short, way short. Oh.
Lockwood rebounds. Why in the world are we giving up the rebound outside? Colin Lockard is killing us on the inside on the boards.
There's a foul.
Foul
Finally
not called.
called.
Timeout was called first.
Oh, they called timeout first?
Twellman was calling for a timeout before the foul. At 2:36, we're down 2. We'll be back after this break. This is the Indian Sports Network. It's a full.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders committed to strengthening communities right here in Missouri. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you will be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Okay.
Okay is right.
2-point ball game. Clopton's worked themselves up to 5 fouls. That may pay something. That may be something towards the end of his. Of course, they should be at about 10 by now. Taylor has it. Over the Turnbull. Indians setting up. Gets it to O'Brien.
Oh, Lockhart is just beating the heck out of Hill down there, down low.
Lockhart from football is a tough kid.
He just keeps grabbing Hill.
There's Talbot.
Oh, come on.
That is the dive. That's 4 on Hill. Talbot just ran over and fell down when Hill spun and got credit for the charge. I guess a smart play by Talbot, but good Lord, how did that ref get to this game? Turnover! As one of your former announcers, Errol Spratt, used to say, when the refs make a bad call, the ball won't lie. You need to get the ball to Anthony and just let him plow through, and if he gets a charge, he gets a charge. At this point, just exert dominance. Hill puts it up, and we're tied. Garrick Hill, despite the refs playing against him, has 10.
1:24 to go, tie ball game, fourth quarter.
Frank steps up, gets it to Hall. Back. Ellsbury staying in the 2-3. We're at the minute mark, tied up at 37. Talbot has the ball inside, kicks it back out to Hall. Hall pulls it back. Clopton maybe trying to hold for the last shot. Let him do it, Ellsbury. They want to hold up. Hall takes shot, blocked by Anthony. Taylor comes away with it.
Timeout called by Twellman.
We have the ball, 43.6 to go. We're tied. I think it's a full. Did you see the ref? It's a full.
Yeah, full timeout.
We'll be back right after this.
These days, the concept of value matters more than ever. And you'd be hard-pressed to find a better value than high school sports. Extracurricular activities, including sports, make up about 2% of the budget for a typical Missouri high school. In return, participation in sports promotes citizenship and sportsmanship. Sports also instill a sense of community pride and teach lifelong lessons about cooperation and self-discipline. They encourage physical fitness. They produce community leaders. By offering so many benefits to the community for such a small percentage of a school's overall budget, it's easy to see why high school sports are one of the best bargains around. The real cost would come from not having them at all. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
And the Indian fans are getting behind their team. They have the ball. 43.6 to go in the ball game. Heading into this game, if you're an Indian fan, all you wanted at the end of the game was a chance, and here we got it. We have the ball. I don't know how many timeouts we got left. We got 1 or 2 left. Fans are starting to stand up. Turnbull brings it across the timeline. He's guarded by Graham. Clopton's in full man-to-man defense. Blows by him. Ball dribbles out over to Taylor. To Hill, back out to Taylor. Taylor's had a monster second half on the offense. Turnbull has it. Gets it to O'Brien. O'Brien back to Turnbull. Senior point guard has done a nice job leading the attack. Taylor has it here. We're going to hold for last possession now. Turnbull to O'Brien. 10 seconds. 9. Timeout. We're going to show up for the last shot. We did a good job on that one, just holding the ball. We're going to have the last shot coming up here. 8.5 to go. Let's see what Coach Twellman can draw up. We'll have a break.
You're gonna need to breathe, Bob.
This is the Indian Sports Network.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay. Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
All right. For 10 years, this rivalry has been dormant as everybody's gotten along because of football. Now we can say Clopton is again the evil empire of basketball, and we're about to take them down.
Well, there hasn't been much as far as basketball between the two teams.
Yeah, I know.
As both of them being good at the same
Yeah,
time.
no, it's either one team's up and the other team's down, or vice versa.
Yes, sir.
But now we're both in the sectionals. We're playing each other, and I've never wanted the Hawks to lose so badly in my life. That includes when I played against them, because we just drilled them back then. All right, Taylor to trigger the inbound. He's got Hall jumping jack in front of him. Gets it to Anthony. Anthony high post. Back out to Taylor. Down to O'Brien. We got 5, 3. Foul! Foul! O'Brien's going to go to the line.
I don't know. They're gonna call it underneath the basket.
On the floor.
They're called on the floor.
All right, that's 6. That's 16 fouls. 3.4 to go. That is the third foul on Mark Frank. We got 3.4 underneath the basket. 12 minutes out of timeouts. We can't set up another play. We just got to run it. Turnbull has the ball. He's driving in. Kicks it to Hill. Oh, it's called a charge.
Calling a charge.
You got to be kidding. Chargy McGee calls the 7th charge of the game. Chargy McGee calls the 7th charge of the game. Oh, the refs are discussing it. One saying a block, the other saying charge.
I thought it was a block.
If it's a block, it's a 1-and-1.
It is, yeah.
The refs are discussing it. They're making sure he saw a charge. Nothing's been decided quite yet.
Oh.
And it's staying a charge on Turnbull. Baloney. 7 charges called in the game. We'll have a commercial break. 7. 5 on us. 5 on us. 7 charges, 5 on us.
Might as well just stay here, Bob. We don't need to take a commercial.
All right. We're going to overtime. Tied up at 37. All right. Do you get 1 or 2 timeouts back in overtime? I think you get 1 of each, don't you?
I'm not sure.
All right. Hill has 4 fouls. Talbert has 3. Frank for Clopton. He
just showed 1 timeout.
All right.
To Twelman, I believe.
Okay. It's going to be Anthony jumping against Talbert. We have the advantage on this one.
Nope.
Oh, Talbot got there quicker, though. Hall has the ball. We're in overtime. Tied up at 37. Bounce pass. The Graham.
Talk about an instant classic, Bob.
You think this one will get reviewed a bit?
Oh, that was a travel there.
Graham has the ball now. Hall. Ellsbury in there 2-3.
I think Hall wanted to shoot that, just second guessing himself.
Frank, the Graham. Trying to bounce
there
it
you
in.
go.
Stolen by Taylor. He gets it to Turnbull. Turnbull takes a shot.
Nope.
Offline. Rebound by, who's that? Frank?
Frank.
Quickly down the floor, Clopton goes. Frank has the ball. Ellsbury in their 2-3 zone. We're a little bit more spread than what we have been.
Well, you kind of got to now.
Yeah, and we can't let them have the uncontested threes anymore.
Because I've seen Frank and Graham both try to or think about shooting them outside there, and as well as Hall.
Hammett's the one you got to worry about. Frank, if he's on.
Hammett's not even on the court, so.
Yeah. Shot by Hall. There's one you got to watch too. Rebound by Hill. Taylor has it, gets it to Hill. Hill mob.
I don't know how that's not a foul.
Offline shot.
Why Garrick didn't pull that one back out after not losing the rhythm there.
Halfway through the quarter, nobody scored yet. Hall has it. Over to Frank. Clopton being patient with it. Graham has it.
They want to go inside, but
They've wanted to go inside all night long, but we just denied it. Graham over the hall. They want to get it in the locker so he can drop a pass down to Talbot on the short corner.
Or the opposite way.
Graham. Over Anthony. Graham hits a floater, and Clopton takes the lead.
Rainbow shot there by Graham.
Every bucket's huge at this point. Minute 30 to go. We're down 2. Lockhart steals the ball. Taylor wraps his arm around him, tries to prevent the fast break. Not too bad of a foul at that point. That's only 2 on Taylor. Minute 23 to go. We are down by 2. We might be in a position where O'Brien and Taylor and Anthony have to foul. Notice I said 3 specific names. Hill can't foul. Turnbull's got 3. He shouldn't foul. We've got to, might as well go ahead and foul him. Talbot has it. Clopton's just going to hold it. You have to foul them. You have to at least guard them. You got to get out there and guard him, Trevor. They're going to have to foul. They got to get 2 fouls on him. We have to foul. That's a mid-range 3! Dropped it off. Lockwood makes the bucket. It's now a 2-possession game. We need to score quick. O'Brien to Turnbull. He's fouled all over the place. They finally call it. Elson Turnbull to the line shooting 1-on-1. I know Hill's got 4 fouls on him, but at this point you got to have Hill and Anthony on the blocks crash hard.
They're not doing it.
Then you got to have Taylor down there instead of O'Brien. Hopefully Turnbull makes both of these. But we're going to have to foul when they get the ball. Turnbull makes the first one. That's his first point of the game.
There you go, Derek now down on the...
Yeah. Turnbull coolly hits the second. 2-point ball game. We've got foul pressure everywhere. Clopton having trouble with the inbound. It gets to the Lockard. O'Brien down the hall. Hall shot goes in. We got to hurry. We're down 4. Timeout. Why? All right, we're going to take a timeout. It's 10.8 to go. We need to get 2 shot buckets in. This is the Indian Sports Network.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
And we're back. It's 39-43. We need 2 buckets. Got to get it in. That's too deep. Foul. That's good. That's huge. If O'Brien can hit both of these, that is huge. That saves a possession with no time on the clock. That's 4 on Mark Frank. Here comes the Gooch. He's getting Hill out of the game. Offensive, defensive sub. The only thing I'm worried about with Gooch out there, it can't be flagrant. O'Brien coolly hits the first. Makes it a one-possession game. That gives us hope. We have to pressure the ball on the inbounds. If they get it in and catch it, it's got to be an immediate foul. Gooch is in a track position, ready to charge the boards. O'Brien hits the second. Here comes the inbound. Gooch is playing zone. Foul! There's the foul. That's going to be the third on Taylor. That'll send Hall to the line. 7.4 to go. We are down 2. Hall makes them both. That makes it almost impossible for us to win. He only makes one. We've got to shut.
Actually, it's not a shooting.
Oh, that was only our 6th?
That's only the 6th foul.
Oh, Lord. All right, we got to do it again. Clopton trying to get it open ground on the break. Quick. Got the foul on him before he can get the ball.
And they're going to say it's Lockard going to shoot.
Best choice we could have. Lockard's 0 for 2 from the line of the night. 1, we need a 3. 2, the game is over. 0, oh my goodness. A 1-and-1 for Lockard. O'Brien going to leak down in three-point positions. It's live on the shot. Lockard to shoot a 1-and-1. He missed. Rebound. Tipped out of bounds by Talbert. Ellsbury ball. 4.6. Down by 2. We got to get a shot in 4.6. There's the inbound to O'Brien. 2. Turns. Shoots a 3. It's short. Anthony's put back. No good. Dang it.
What a ball game.
Clopton holds on. Good game by the Hawks. They'll go on to the regional at Moberly on Saturday. Tough loss, 41-43 in overtime. We'll have stats in the People's Bank and Trust post-game show right after this. Son of a gun.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that. But when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right, Mike's back here.
All right, we are back here at the People's Bank and Trust post-game show, and a tough loss for the Ellsbury Indians against the Clopton Hawks. And I think Clopton just, I mean, I wouldn't say they outplayed. It's just it was what it was. I mean, Bob, you had a game that came down to last-second shot to go into overtime, and then another possible last-second shot to either win it or tie it to go into the second overtime. Not much you can do about that kind of game.
I wish we would have got to see what Garrick Hill could have done this game.
Without having the fouls?
Without the refs taking it.
Yeah.
How often do you see a game with 7 charges called?
I can't remember ever seeing a game with 7 charges called, to be honest with you.
And it was 5-2 against us.
Yeah, never have I ever seen one.
Now,
and that charge that ended the game,
yeah,
to send us into overtime, would baffled me, and it still baffles me. I still don't understand
that's
how
not
that
the
was a
most
charge.
egregious one.
Huh?
The one where Talbot just ran over and fell down.
Yeah.
When
Oh, yeah, that
swung
was
around.
bad on Hill. But I'm talking about the one on Turnbull
Yeah,
As he come
that
across
was,
there. That I mean,
you've never
come
seen that
on.
called a charge.
No, especially in the direction he was going. He wasn't even
He was
going at a
going
player.
sideways, yeah.
He was going sideways, and the player was there. I don't know. So who is our player of the game? Got to give it to D. Swift?
Yeah, Derek Taylor's most definitely. Well, you got two choices here.
You got Logan.
Yeah, you got two. Trevor.
Trevor, I'm sorry.
You got two choices here. Derek Taylor had 13 points, 3 rebounds, and a steal, and was basically, after Garrett got in foul trouble, our main offensive weapon. And then you have Logan Anthony, who played like a beast on the rebounding and defensive end. He only had 4 points, but he had 12 rebounds and 3 blocks.
Right.
So, I mean, you can pick between either one of them for your People's Bank and Trust player of the game. And Garrick Hill, despite the fouls, had 10 points and 5 rebounds. I mean, Clopton we had a very good game plan to force Clopton outside. And Clopton fought through it. And they dealt with the refs slightly better than we did because they came out on top 43-41.
Well, a great season, especially the second half of the season and later on in the year. This boys team started to really play together. You got to give it up to the 5 seniors really when you count Logan Anthony in there. I know he didn't get to play this year, but we got to give it up to TT Tyler Turnbull, Justin O'Brien, Cale Mackey, and Donovan Guccione. Good kids. And gonna miss them their next year.
Yep.
But you know what? This team's gonna be good, Aaron. I mean, it's not like
they've got a solid core of sophomores who will be juniors now, I guess.
Yeah.
That there are things that look up for the future in the program.
Right. Well, you want to go ahead and sign us off for the night and say congratulations to the Clopton Hawks. Congratulations to Ellesmere on a great season, and we'll see you guys for baseball season, actually. They'll be starting on March the 18th. I know you won't, but I will.
Flyers or baseball start first? I guess
baseball starts first.
Okay. All right, well, I guess this is my last broadcast till like late June, early July. If you don't fire me before then. All right, this is the Indian Sports Network. Mike Short and Bob Gray signing off for a while. It's a tough one. Good night.